Welcome back to another video with me, Teacher Alex. Today in this video, we are going to learn some new English vocabulary whilst exploring a historic market town in the south of England. Now this town is called Petersfield, and it's a really beautiful, quaint British town. Now if something is described as being quaint, it is usually small, historic, and very traditional. So you could say that Petersfield is a very quaint town. We've got these very beautiful houses in this old Tudor style. Now these houses are tucked away from the main square. Now if something is tucked away, that means that it is almost hidden away out of plain sight. So it is maybe a little bit more discreet and not in the center of things. So you could say these houses are really tucked away. Now we are heading into the town square. Now we use the phrasal verb to head into to simply mean to enter somewhere. So if you head into somewhere, you enter it. So we're walking into the main square of Petersfield at the moment. Let me show you around. Now one of the things I love about this market town are all the very traditionally British things, including this telephone box behind me, which has been, reborn, redesigned into a defibrillator now. We've also got the beautiful church and the town square itself. So Petersfield is one of those classic British market towns. You can see that in the architecture of the buildings. Okay, we've got some very old buildings in this town, and it actually goes back to the 12th century. So it's quite an old town. It's extremely beautiful, and it's great. If you're coming to the UK and you want to try and get off the beaten track, which is an idiom that we use to describe doing something that is not the norm. Okay, so if you stick to the beaten track, you might just go to London and not travel anywhere else. But if you go off the beaten track, it means you try different things. You go to different places that aren't the classic touristy things to do. Now Petersfield is definitely off the beaten track. So it's a really good phrase that you can use in your English. Now we've walked from the town over to the Heath or Petersfield Lake. Now this is a man-made lake that they have just outside of the town centre that you can walk all the way around. So it really is a lovely place to come and visit. So I think I've been teaching English now for, definitely over 10 years. I think it might be 12 or 13 years now. And one of the things that I have noticed over and over again is that so many of my students are just so nervous to speak English. Now I don't know what it is about English, but it seems to create this fear of making mistakes, this feeling that you need to be perfect to be able to actually speak English. Now, yes, you can get to perfect English, but you're only going to get there if you start practicing, okay? And the best way is through immersion, okay? So immerse yourself in the language. I'm talking about watching English TV shows, watching English movies, listening to English podcasts, and then trying to speak as much as you possibly can. That's an amazing way to improve your English. So let's see what else we can find whilst we're looking around this historic market town of Petersfield. Any more vocabulary that we can pick up. So pick up is a phrasal verb that you can use when you learn new things, okay? So if you pick something up, it means you learn it. So let's say, for example, I have been trying to pick up guitar for the past 3 years. It means I've been trying to learn to play the guitar for the last few years. Or you could say something like, she picks up new languages very easily. It's another way of saying she learns languages very easily. It's another great phrasal verb you can try to add to your vocabulary. Maybe try using that phrasal verb down in the comments. I don't know about you, but I love when a street or a road is lined with trees, like this one I'm walking along. It's absolutely beautiful. If you really like something, In English, you could say it's right up your street. So for example, I love a beautiful garden. Or you could say, a beautiful garden is right up my street, which means you really like it. And these houses are just beautiful. Very quintessentially English. Very, very wonderful. Let's see what else we can see in this beautiful market town. One of the things that I've noticed whilst walking through Petersfield are the number of stinging nettle plants that I'm finding everywhere. Now these can really catch you out. Now this is the stinging nettle plant. Now this is horrible. If you touch this, it can give you a rash and it can sting you. So this is something that can definitely catch you out whilst you're walking. Now we see these everywhere in the UK and they are very annoying. So yeah, we could use the phrase catch you out. Now if something catches you out, it is something negative that happens unexpectedly. For example, the rain really caught me out last week. Or I was walking and the stinging nettles caught me out. So it's a good phrasal verb that we can try to use. As I'm walking, it's reminded me that every vlog video I've posted over the last couple of weeks, the weather has always been bad or boring. So in London it was raining, in Oslo it was not that great either, and now in Petersfield today, again, it is a little bit overcast, but we are having some sunny spells. Now sunny spells are when you get a little bit of sun every now and then. So yeah, it's not doing any favours for the British stereotype of bad weather, but we are actually expecting a heat wave next week. So maybe we might get some beach content next week, because when it is sunny in England, it is a beautiful, beautiful place to be. So hopefully you'll get some more sunny content soon, but until then, we'll just make the best of it. Now, if you make the best of it or make the best of something, it just means being positive and finding the good things in a situation. So British people are very good at making the best of things. We've been walking quite a lot today so far, so I think I've earned myself a little coffee. So I'm just going to pop into a local coffee shop and grab a drink. So if you pop in somewhere, this is a phrasal verb we use, which means to visit somewhere quickly. So we're just going to pop into Gales, which is a coffee shop here in Petersfield. We had an absolute nightmare. So we're in Gales and we ordered a plain scone with cream and jam. Classic, you know. But they didn't have the cream. So normally a scone with jam and cream is my go-to. Now your go-to is your favourite thing, so the thing that you usually would always order. So I ordered that. I went and I sat down and the kind lady came over to me and she said, "I'm really sorry, we've not got any cream." Nightmare, but it's okay. I tried a ice matcha instead, the scone, and I've also got a blueberry and custard brioche thing, all for free. So how nice is that? So let me show you. Now that worked out very, very well, and I have to say I am a huge fan of Gales and the people that work there, because, as I said when I was in there, they didn't have the item that I ordered. So to make up for it, they gave me a complimentary pastry. Now the phrasal verb to make up for basically means to do something good after something bad has happened for somebody else. So to make up for it. So let's say, for example, I was late for dinner with my mother, so I bought some flowers for her to make up for it. So I did something not great, and then I did something good to try and win back, you know, the favour, some points. So to make up for. And complimentary simply just means free. So if you get something complimentary, it means you get it for free. Now we're just walking along the street. I'm going back to the car now. We're going to be heading home soon. But one interesting thing about Petersfield is it is what is called a commuter town. Now, a commuter town is a smaller town outside of the city where people who work in the big city live. So for London, you could say that Petersfield is a commuter town. So people who work in London will get the train to London for their work. So it's called a commuter town. Now, the train station is just a stone's throw from the town centre, which means it's very close. If something is a stone's throw from something, it is very, very close. So we're just going to walk up now towards the train station. I'll show you that, and then it's going to be the end of our video. So let's do it. These are some of the beautiful houses in the area. As you can see, they are very expensive. This, we could use the expression extortionate. So if something is extortionate, it is extremely expensive. I'm just walking up this street towards the train station. You could use the phrasal verb to make my way or make your way. So I'm making my way up to the train station. It just means I'm traveling towards that place. So here we are at the train station at the top of the town. Now, this is a very old train station. It's been here for, I think, definitely over 100 years. So it's very historic, and there we go. Now, this train goes directly from here all the way up to London. I think it takes just over an hour to get to London from Petersfield. So yeah, it's a good spot to live. Anyway, I don't live here, but just visiting for the day. You can understand everything in English. In our video so far, you've been able to understand everything I've been saying. But your problem, maybe it's that when it's your turn to speak, you struggle. You don't have the confidence, you don't know exactly how to say what you're thinking, and your mind just goes blank. Now, I've been helping so many English learners to get more confident with their English speaking skills. Now, if you want me to help you to be able to speak English with confidence, I host 3 English speaking group sessions on Zoom each week. It's part of my English Hub, which is my English speaking community. This is something I'm incredibly proud of, and the group has been going for nearly 2 years now. If you would like to improve your English speaking skills, all you need to do is click the link in my bio and sign up to the English Hub. I look forward to meeting you there. And thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, make sure you've given it a like, make sure you're subscribed, and let me know down in the comments which piece of vocabulary you enjoyed learning the most. Try and use it in your own sentence. See you next time.